Hello, everyone.
Hello,
It's
hello.
it's been a while for
Goodness.
blanky time, but it's blanky time.
It's Halloween.
Welcome to our Samhain special. I am here with Ginger Fae, and we are streaming through my channel and her channel. So whether you're watching from my channel or her channel, you're gonna see us, both of us. And let's see who's here with us today. We have Nancy. Oh, yes, this is going to be super creepy, everyone. So get ready. I was like, I've got to deliver for Samhain. And hello, Nancy. Nancy says, looking forward to this. Awesome. Mel needs to learn how. She has tried, but no luck. What do you mean going live?
Yes, she wants to how to double stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I pay for a double stream.
Oh, okay.
So that's why she probably can't figure out how to do a double stream.
You have a subscription to StreamYard, and so that lets you. Okay.
That's what it is.
All right.
You need a subscription to StreamYard.
Oh, look who's here.
Carla's here. Hi, Carla. Oh, you're going to like this, Carla. You're going to like this. Aloha, Jonathan. You're going to like this too. Hey, it's so good to see you, Diane.
I did message you today, Diane, and the day got away from me. Haven't seen her in a while.
Yes, me too. I've missed Diane. Lisa. Hello, Lisa. And we have some Facebook users, which we can't see here through YouTube, but cool. It's one of our friends. So hello from Facebook. Colleen is here. Hello, Colleen. You're going to like this. Hey, Julie. It's good to see you. Alicia. Jen is here.
Hey, Jen.
And let's see. We've got Leah. Hello, Leah. And let's see. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. I see Kavita. Kavita already knows that this is going to be mysterious.
All right. Hi, Kavita.
So we have a special show for you today. We're going to do something that we have never done here before. And I guarantee that you haven't seen another tarot channel do this yet, but you might after we do it today. And so we're going to be attempting spirit contact. We're going to be investigating Ginger's house. She's going to tell us a little bit about some things and some new things that she's been experiencing. So if you've heard it before, you're going to hear a little bit of it, but there's some new stuff. And then we're going to go into an investigation of her house. We're going to do this in a new way. She's going to be using tarot, and I'm going to be doing something a little different. Warning, do not try this at home. We are trained professionals, dabbling in the cult and the paranormal for many years. Do not play with it. Yes.
In protection.
Yes, exactly. So, all right. So let's start with let's hear about it. I'm getting settled in my seat. Let's hear about it, Ginger. Tell us about it. Let's hear the new stuff.
New stuff first,
and then we'll hear a little bit of background. Yeah, let's hear the new stuff first.
Well, let's say that I moved into this newly built home 16 years ago and started having activity right away. So here I am 16 years later, and the newest things that have happened recently. One night I woke up and I saw this dark orb coming at me. And I happen to have I never sleep on my back, first of all. And I happen to have my blankets above me and I see it coming after me. It's like I threw my blankets at it.
Wow.
And then realized, oh, wait. What do you want? What do you want?
Wow.
And then, so the coolest thing that recently happened was I was watching TV and it was during the day. And I'm watching the television and I see this white apparition slowly cross the television in front of the television and the stand and everything. So it wasn't in the television.
Yeah.
And I could make out like a white lacy dress of a little girl. And And I'm like, did I just see that? And so I'm looking around for, I always try to debunk whatever I see. And I'm looking at my glasses going, did I see a reflection? But there's a wall behind me, so I couldn't have seen a reflection. So that happened.
Wow. That is intense, like apparitions that you're seeing, the shadow orb and the full bodied whitish, cloudyish apparition. When is there a particular time when it seems to be most active?
Not that I'm aware of. Last week I was snoozing in my chair, and I can hear when one of my sons are walking down the hallway. And so I opened my eyes to see who was coming, and I saw walking away from me down the hallway a red t-shirt person. I really couldn't see the head though. I just saw the red shirt, and so I'm like, but Kyle wore a red shirt that day, but he's been in bed for an hour. So I get up and I look, and he's sleeping with his covers over his head. And I go into Brendan's room. I said, Brendan, were you just in the hall? And he's like, no. And he sees the look on my face. I'm like, I just saw someone walking down the hall.
Wow.
And so for me, that was, the veil is thinning, is exactly what I said. Yeah, I have. So, but that's
wow.
the, and a whistling. I heard almost like a bird whistle the other night.
Like
yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got the sun at this time of the year comes through and shines on my lace curtains. You can see the lace.
That's really pretty. My husband saw a ghost through the door. Yeah, we're going to be taking our hats off because we need our channels to be open, our crown chakras to be open. It's actually true. It sounds funny, but it's true.
Yeah.
I always like hear myself say it, like I need my crown chakra to be open.
Right? Get my third eye going.
Yeah. So
anyway, that's the most recent.
So tell us, when again was your house built, and tell us about like the cemetery nearby.
2006 is when the house was built, and we moved in. So it's a brand new home. So it obviously couldn't have any history to the home itself. But every night around 9 o'clock, I would hear, I was reading. Every night around 9 o'clock, I would hear my door handle jiggling behind me to the outside. And I would get up, and there's nothing there. And then I would hear tapping on the windows.
That's very interesting.
When we would go to bed in the middle of the night, I would hear it coming from the same door. I heard the wiggling, but eventually it moved to my bedroom window tapping. But I have a pyrocanthus tree bush that has 2-inch thorns right up against the window. So there's no way somebody could be squeezing in there and, getting the thorns in the head. So I'm on the corner in this little road here. It's a little cute little road, nice and windy. But at night, I call it Sleepy Hollow because if you turn off the headlights, it's completely dark. And there's a cemetery there. So if I walk, it's about maybe 5 minutes, maybe not.
Now that's very interesting because I always like, that funny thing from the movie Poltergeist of where, they move the headstones. However, they based it off something real.
Sure.
That happens all the time. And I found it out because I actually looked it up, that land developers, they're allowed to buy cemetery land that's over a certain amount of whatever years old. I forgot what it said. And that they will start removing some of the bodies just to like show everyone. And then it's just easier just to
when
move
nobody's looking. Yeah.
That's a real thing, and it really happens. And the fact that your house is just 5 minutes from a very old cemetery,
Yeah. I'm like 4 houses away.
4 houses away, it's highly likely, I'm not saying I know this for a fact, but it's highly likely that you're on cemetery burial ground. And
Well, it's funny, when I was digging for my sacred circle, I call it, when I was digging in the backyard, I was just waiting for some bones to come.
I
found a Pepsi can, I think, but that was it.
I figure there's something somewhere.
I did find some clothing, but it was modern day clothing.
Interesting.
When I was digging.
And just out of curiosity, those headstones, when are they from? That are like 4 minutes away from your house? It's so corroded, like you can't even see.
Right. I believe some of them are from the 1500s.
Wow.
A lot of them just say baby.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. Yep.
We have some twins that were buried there. But yeah, so.
Okay. So.
Oh, and I did go by the sales office and I said, I noticed we have a cemetery down here. Did we actually sign a no haunting clause by chance? She just didn't.
She didn't answer you.
She just laughed. Oh, hi, Heather.
She's like, they said not to talk about that. Huh?
Right.
Hi, Heather.
I cannot reveal this information to you. This is need to know.
On a need to know basis, and you don't need to know. So we're going to get into, let's do a little investigating, shall we? So I need all of you at home. If you're going to, warning, this is real spirit communication. I mean, it's true. I'm laughing, but it's true. So, so be aware. Jonathan is going into lurking mode. Okay. He's creating a cloak of lurking around him. Just
yes, there you go.
By the way, I have to say, Jonathan, if you see Jonathan on Facebook, his face painting was awesome.
Oh, that was awesome.
So take a look.
Cool. Yeah.
Realtors had to tell you it was haunted. Okay, good. You lit your candles for protection. Goosebumps already. Okay, this is going to be kind of weird. So I'm going to remove my hat because Sierra Bender, one of my teachers, she always did teach me that if you want to like build your energy, you put a hat on. So I have a lot of baseball caps. And when you want to be open, don't cover your head. We got to keep our crown chakra open. So I'm not even putting my hair on top of my head. That's why it looks so messy. I came home from work and showered and my hair just looks like this. So we're just going to have to deal with my hair. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to read for a couple minutes. Ginger's going to be pulling cards and I'm going to be doing something that you may have seen on paranormal shows. I'm going to connect myself to a ghost box and you're not going to hear it, but I'm going to hear it. And I'm going to say what I hear any spirits say. And I'm going to let you know if I see something or I feel something. I'm going to cover my eyes. So I have a kind of like a sensory deprivation. So I'm not distracted by looking at the screen. And oh yes, I'm just saying this before I put a blindfold on and can't see anything. That was for my last live stream last Tuesday. If you want to see the face paint in action, yes, so go check out Jonathan.
Let's see what he wants you to believe,
and you will see that cool face paint. It's pretty cool. I really like it.
It's very cool.
Yes, that we're going to use the SD's method. That's what we're going to do right now.
All right. Hi, Jada.
She's in on it. She knows. All right. First, I'm going to start, preparing my area. And Ginger, why don't we start pulling some cards? Guys, tune in also and ask any questions that you want to ask. We're going to find out who was in Ginger's house.
Okay, so I think I would like to ask, like, how many spirits are here? Now, are you wanting to know the questions, or?
Yeah, we could just get a background right now while I'm getting ready.
Yeah, background. So the knockings went from the living room door to my bedroom window. From there, the knockings went into my bathroom counter. And I realized there was a pattern to this knocking. And I realized one day when I was doing my makeup, I had loose powder. And I would tap it into the brush. And I had a certain tapping. And I realized that was the tapping that was being used. So I decided to change up the pattern of tapping. And a couple nights later, it was tapping to my new pattern.
Really? So that's a sign that it's intelligent.
Yeah.
Not just a reflection.
Yeah.
That it is actually intelligent. That's interesting.
Okay, should I do just a quick rundown for the audience who hasn't
Let's
heard?
do a rundown before I blindfold myself.
Okay, so often I would hear crashing in the kitchen, like all my cabinets just came crashing down. And I'd run out there and my kitchen's perfectly fine. And I just happened to be, I always watch paranormal shows. So I just happened to be watching this one episode who was talking about portals. And if you hear crashing, like of dishes and stuff like that, it's a portal opening.
Wow.
According to this Mr. Man. I can't remember where I saw it from. Anyway, so I started having, oh gosh, I should have
Preparing myself.
You look so cute. Diva! Samhain Diva! Okay, fast forward. I had I went to a psychic class and I got paired up with the teacher, and she says to me, she goes, "You like to look around your house and think it's haunted." And I said, "I know it's haunted." And she says, "It's not the house, it's you. You're a natural born medium and they're trying to communicate with you." And so, yeah. So step back a little bit. One night I was staring out this window I have, that it's a huge dome-shaped window in my bedroom, and I love to look at the stars when I can't sleep at night. So I was staring out there and I'm thinking, you need some sleep, get to sleep. And when I closed my eyes, I can see the aura of a little girl by my bedside just watching me.
Wow.
And I opened my eyes, and of course she's not there. I closed my eyes and I can see her again. I could see her hairline and everything. And after taking this class, I came home and I said to myself, that can't be real. Me, a medium, I'm just hearing things. And I got woken up in the middle of the night hearing a little girl's voice say, "But I thought we were real." And that's when I realized, oh my gosh, this is happening.
All right, let's see if I can pick up through you from your house. And let's see who's with Ginger. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
And let me get my thing ready. I'm not going to be able to hear you or see you once I do this, but after a few minutes of doing it, I will open my eyes so I could see you. Hey, Ishi.
Hey, Ishi.
And I'm going to, I'm going to start it up. I'm going to close my eyes. You can ask me questions.
Lisa, I do talk to them, by the way.
Yeah.
This has been going on for 16 years.
Yeah.
Actually, more over the last 10 years when I started awakening.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to be asking about who's the little girl.
Okay. And I'm just going to start talking as I say things. You can ask questions. I'm not going to hear you, but we'll see what comes through. Okay. All right. Let me get this started. get it to the right volume and everything. All right. I'm going to go on AM just in case people want to know. I think I'll go to 250 sweep rate. And I'm going to go reverse. Let me make this loud enough so I can hear it. Okay, here we go. I'm going in.
She's going under. Okay, so I'm calling in.
Oh, I'm actually going to even lower the volume here to you so I can't hear you.
Okay.
Now I can't hear you at all.
Can you hear me now?
Gotta make this louder.
Okay, so I did a little meditation before we started. So I've called any spirits that are here, but right now I'm calling in the one I have nicknamed Ladybug. My little ladybug, if you are here, I'm asking you to communicate through these devices Amber is using. She can hear you and then communicate through me using these cards. So tell me your story, please. Tell me your story. Okay.
The interesting thing is sometimes I can't hear, and it, like when I do a when I record it, which you guys are not going to hear it though, I hear things that I couldn't hear. But right now, let's see. So far, it's nothing really. Sometimes it takes a few minutes to connect.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Well, through my cards, I'm seeing a little farm girl. And these used to be a family farm. This land was a family farm. And so I'm looking at her, and she did a lot of daydreaming. And she liked to say that her farm animals were her friends.
And I'll be back in a moment. I want to see if I have some better headphones.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to look through the chat here. Okay. So Jonathan has to be a part of this, he says. Okay. Okay, so Colleen, I like that you said she likes to pretend she has a magic wand, because I did pull this and I was about to say she likes to play as if she was a magical fairy. And Jada, you said use the knocking method. I have. It was very interesting. Jonathan had a jumper. It's hiding letter B in the Libra symbol. Okay. Now, in the cemetery, Ishi happened to look up the manifest to this cemetery, and I had someone with gifts tell me that she was around 7 or 8 years old, and there was only one child around 8 that is buried in that cemetery, and her name is Sally. And so we were thinking, and Diane, I don't know what kind of farm this was. I think it was just uh, just land. That there's a lot of corn and wheat around here. So
Sally, go back in.
Interesting. Okay, Julie says she's your
Yours.
daughter, but she didn't want your mother's genetics. Interesting.
What? It's only your face.
So we did a little investigating before about this, and we thought that she thinks, or I remind her of her mother.
This is creepy, by the way. I just have to say something. This is
That's
freaking
awesome.
creepy.
You
The
said
way
Sally.
it feels like there's things all around. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going.
Keep going.
They're coming in now.
Okay, perfect. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm reading Jonathan's. I also pulled a closet card and a boy card where he's spelling out the word devil, and the card has a letter A in it. Okay, I'm going to pull some more cards then. I have the strength card. And to me, this is her befriending her animals. And maybe she wasn't supposed to have some as her pets, but she wanted to.
Quit it. You sick.
Was she very sick? Is that how she died? She was a tomboy, too. She was very good at, look, I feel like she went hunting with her.
There's a lot of low voices.
Yeah. Okay.
It's hard for me to make it out. There's a lot of low male voices.
Interesting. Was there a plague? I wonder if she died. Yeah. So I'm thinking she had one of the, there was so many plagues and pox and all that kind of stuff.
I think they said 6.
6. Okay. Okay.
6.
That's too many 6s.
Don't.
Okay. So what was this farm about, Sally? What was on this farm?
It's your face.
She's attracted to my face. Do we look alike?
Hello.
Hello, who's here?
It's your face? I heard that like 3 times already.
Maybe she sees me on my picture or the computer here. It's like, that's you, that's you.
8. It's nice.
Okay, so did you go hunting while you were here on this earth?
The table?
I'm more interested in what she's doing. Okay. Okay, Sally, why did you come home with me? Did you come home with me when I visited?
There's a lot of male voices. It's just hard for me to make out what they're saying.
Okay, so there's supposed to be a male spirit here. You have my permission to move forward?
It was like talk.
What would you like to say to me right now? Why are you here? Are you an ancestor of mine? Or now you don't want to talk. Then I'm going to go back to Sally. Sally, are you still here? Sally, did you follow me home from the cemetery?
Whoa. Well,
this is what I got when I asked her if she followed me home from the cemetery.
I'm just going to stop for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Just so I could hear everyone. Let me put the sound back up. So I'm continuing to hear, it's hard to make out a lot of things, but I'm hearing like a lot of like that, like a lot of very deep male sounds, and which I can't really make out some words, but it seems like a male was trying to come through.
Yeah, I was trying to ask him to come through, and then all of a sudden you went silent.
It was a lot of noises after that. That's why I'm like making faces, because like it was a lot of that.
When Jonathan pulled the space card, and it had a luminous, what is it? Lemon. Oh, I don't know what that is. I thought you were saying luminous. You can't see it here, but this is kind of like a rainbow colors in here. So Ishi went and found a historic photo. I'm going to call it historic because it was old, like a family reunion photo.
Mm-hmm.
And when I zoomed in on this, I saw the little girl that was on the side of my bed. She had the same haircut. And funny enough, she was sitting with her arms on her knees like this. Uh-huh. And when I looked closer, that little girl looked exactly like me when I was her age with that haircut.
Oh, you know what? I just have to say something. That is creepy, first of all, that it looked like you. But just Ishi said it was a male cough. Yes, it could have been coughing. I heard sick a bunch of times. Right. Sick. I heard it like 3 times.
Well, I thought you were saying 666. And Jonathan just pulled a devil card earlier.
It was hard for me to, it was like sick or 6. I wasn't sure if I was hearing 6 or sick. And your face, that came up a couple times, which was weird. Your face.
I thought maybe
so that was interesting that you said your face looked like her.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I hear that.
Do you hear that?
I do.
Don't come into my house now, let me tell you. I don't like that knocking. A long history with knocking, and I do not allow that.
Right. No.
Anyway.
All right. So along the way, I've gotten cards that, here she is as a little farm girl. And I really got the feeling that she liked to be friends with her, pick a couple farm animals to be like her friend. Oh, I can't get this angle. There we go. And I got a little bit of tomboy energy, like she knew how to run with the boys type thing. And then somebody in the, I think it was Colleen, somebody said, or she saw a magic wand or something, and that was after I pulled this card, that she liked to pretend she was magic and had a magic.
Wow. So the man kept saying your face.
Oh, it was the man that kept saying.
It was the man that was saying your face, your face. So maybe he was the father or anything, that he was confused by your face. Maybe he's looking for his daughter.
Oh, no. And I also pulled this card, made me think this is how she got ill. It was like, it wasn't the Black Plague, but, Yeah,
that very well could have been coughs that I was hearing, because it was like, it was like that. Like again and again, and I was just like making a face. Like,
right.
In a few moments, I'll go back under and we'll do it again.
Yeah.
Let's see what else comes up. sometimes as you talk about it more, I've noticed
Yeah.
that when you're in a haunted area or anywhere and you start to talk about them, they begin to pick up more.
Yeah. How do I get a picture up? Is she's going to put it into my Facebook page, that picture?
Okay. So you're going to press on the bottom where it says present.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I'm going to choose this. So when you present, it should show up on the side.
All right. Let me see if I can get my page up without losing everybody. La, 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 la. That's me. Okay. Let's see. Did you put them up yet? Okay, here we go. All right. I go this, and then I hit present. Share screen. Wrong screen. Ah. All right. I don't know how to do this. Let's see. I copy image. Go to StreamYard and put it in your private chat. No, it won't work either, would it? I don't know how to do this.
The show. Wait, I keep doing that for some reason. Oh, I see what happened.
Okay.
So press share.
On the picture?
Uh-huh.
Okay, share.
That's what I meant to do for us.
Okay. Okay. All right. Press share. What do I do now?
What do you see in front of you? Is it showing a screen?
It says share and asking me where I wanted to share it with.
Yeah. Is it does it say like a Chrome tab?
No. It says Gmail, Outlook, LinkedIn, Windows share options.
Yeah. Is it here? Let me press present and see what it looks like. Okay. Does it say when you press share, does it say like share screen?
No. We need some more information.
Can you send it to me in Messenger?
Yeah,
and I'll
share that.
it.
Okay,
I'll share
it. Copy. No, come
here.
on.
That's creepy.
Come back here. Share. Facebook.
Yeah,
No.
we're gonna communicate, Jada. Let's look at this picture. I think it might help bring some stuff in. All right, send me on Facebook. I'm going
Friend.
on, but I want to put this picture up so we can tune in.
It just wants me to share it to your timeline.
Oh,
Share,
can you drop it?
Private message. Here we go. Private message. Amber Tom. All right, let's try this.
All right.
There you go.
Okay, let me see.
Sip, sip. Anyone?
All right, so now I'm gonna share. Here we go. And let me just take off here. There. All right, let's see if this works. Okay. Present, share screen. Share screen. And I want to use a window, a Chrome tab, and I want it to be Facebook and share. There we go. Can you see it?
Okay, yes. All right. As I'm looking at her to the left, well, I have her purple circled. There's a purple circle right there. That's her.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly how I saw her at the side of my bed, and that's it looks exactly like me. I even sent it to my brother because we both look alike, so it kind of looked like me and my brother. And I kept seeing that dark hat that's behind her.
That one?
Yeah. When I zoomed in on that, it looked like my grandmother.
Really?
Yeah.
So interesting.
Yeah. So
you guys. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. So Ishi was, it was after you and I was on your Paranormal Live sharing. Ishi went on a little investigation of her own, and she got the manifest. And so the sad thing is that the tombstone is missing. They don't know where to do it. So I have yet to do this, but I wanted to go and use my divining rods and try to find where maybe she was laid to rest and do something for her.
Yeah, Jada, men kept coming through. That's very interesting. And he did keep saying your face. So maybe there's a male that's connected to this girl. We've got to go back. We don't know. We've got to go back in and see what's going on. That is creepy, by the way, you guys. I'm sitting in the basement and I'm just, when I put that on and I close my eyes, it just
a little creepy.
All right, let's try this again. All right, should we keep the picture up while we do this? Maybe that might attract something.
Okay.
All right, everyone, get ready.
Okay, pull more cards.
All right, going back in, you guys. This is only for you.
Yeah, I will, Jada.
All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, let's try.
Anyone here also, if you have a question, I can repeat it.
That was like, oh my God, that was so loud. Why was that so loud? All right, here we go.
Okay. All right, I'm calling upon my spirit friends here. You're welcome into this space. My space is protected. You are protected here. Please come share your story with us. You're welcome to use our thoughts as your voice, images in these cards, or the device that Amber is using. Okay, so why? Again, help me. Is that what she said? Isn't that what you did, Jonathan?
See me.
I did see you the other. Was that you that I saw when I was watching TV? Was that you in the living room? I have been asking to see you, but you're hiding from me. Oh, you guys can't see my card. You don't need to hide in here. You know that. I know that you've played with Ishi before. Come up. Did you follow me home from the cemetery when I came to visit? Interesting. I got this card. I don't know if you guys can see it. This tree is alive, and it's like
you,
her friend.
Walk the light.
My house is filled with love and light, and you're welcome here. I'm going to say I pulled a card that she feels protected and safe here.
Stop. You can see me.
I did see you, and it was wonderful.
Hi.
Hello. Why do you like my house? Why do you come here? Why are you here with me? You're welcome to be here. I just want to know how you came here.
Listen to me.
I hear you sometimes. You like to talk to me while I'm sleeping. You like to play with my crystals too in my room, right? Is that you?
What? That's me asking. Can you talk clearer? I hear you saying things, but I can't understand you. Please speak louder and clearer. You're very far away.
Ladybug, Issue would like
Bring
to
it.
know the names of your
Bring it
father.
to the room.
Bring what to the room?
More.
Bring more crystals? I've moved most of my crystals upstairs.
More. Live. Holes?
Did you like to dig holes? I'm like at a loss for questions all of a sudden.
Speak louder and clearer, please. Please. I said please back.
Okay, tell Amber why are you here? How'd you come? Did you follow me home? And why do you like to hang out here? Because I have a lot of magical things.
Speak. Okay, I hear a woman. Can you speak louder, please? You're trying to come through. I can't hear you.
Okay, who else is here then? Who else would like to communicate?
Oh, I got a flash of something, but it's like I couldn't quite tell you what I got a flash of. Oh, a child. You have to. It's not. I smell smoke.
Oh.
It's cold. I mean, I smell smoke.
Right. Yeah. I am surrounded by crystals, especially angelite. Not angelite. Celestite.
Speak louder and clearer, please.
Do you think, or do I remind you of your mother? And is that why you're here?
I heard a child sound like, fun.
It's fun to be here. Yes, I have a funny home here. Okay. Are there others around you? Oh, sorry, that's my box. Shh. Okay.
Johnson.
Johnson. She asked what a name of a brother was. So,
what do you know?
I have a daughter who comes in. Do you play with my daughter, little ladybug? Because I hear giggling sometimes. Are you two playing together?
Inside. I saw a light here, by the way.
Huh.
Like a light came in.
Wow, Jonathan. Was there a fire here at one time in this land?
Buried.
There's a gentleman here who smokes, and it's a pipe. So maybe you're smelling pipe smoke, possibly.
Remember. Oh, I've got chills. Like my hairs are standing on end, you guys. I saw a man. He's older, an older gentleman. He's very skinny. He is gaunt face. He looks like he's 90, like that kind. He looks very thin, like wearing a black coat, like a jacket, like I guess like a suit. Looks like what time period is that? Kind of reminded me, really could be so many time periods, but
Yeah.
it's an older man. I just saw him so clear in my face, sunken in
Right.
eyes. Maybe he was kind of tall, like around 6 feet.
Mhm.
He looks very old to me. He's sitting there and he's looking at me.
No, that's spooky.
Like super clear. That's how I know it's spirit, because I see it so clear. Like I could see,
Well,
except his eyes are like very sunken in, so it looks a little dark.
right. Well, I pulled a card earlier, and he's kind of gauntly looking.
Ooh.
This gentleman.
Who are you?
All right,
He's
gentlemen.
sitting on the chair looking at me.
Okay. The gentleman that's trying to come through. Who are you? What is your name? And why are you here visiting?
Herbert?
Herbert.
It was like Herbie, Herbert, like something like that. I wasn't expecting that.
My grandfather's name was Herschel. And I have
I hear a lot of talking like it's very far away. But I feel like this man made contact with me.
Right. Can you tell Amber why you're
using this device? Try to speak through this device.
I'm having some weird sensations right here. Okay. Why are you present in my home? What is your, do you have a duty? Are you watching over
I
me?
feel very cold in my hands here, and I feel very cold in my back. I don't know what that is. Like something's running down my arms. Cold. Ooh, I wish you could feel my hands right now. They are cold. Get the... You have to speak louder. Ooh. It felt like someone just like went like that in front of me or something. Okay. I'm going to stop for a few minutes.
Yeah. Well, in the picture, there is a very tall person that's like...
I am a little creeped out. I do feel that someone... I might do it again in a few minutes, but...
Yeah.
Oh, my battery is low. It's a good thing I looked.
Oh.
Time to just plug in. Hopefully I won't get pulled off.
So you said a name. You said Herbert or
Herbert or Herb.
Well, my grandfather's name is Herschel. And he wasn't real tall, but before he passed, he lost a lot of weight and everything.
Wow. Okay, I see that it is like at 54 minutes. So actually, okay, so that man was like, you know, when they get in front of my face, and this usually happens when I'm going to sleep, not every night, but when it happens, it happens. And I have been able to confirm it with people when I get this clear, and it's like he was right in front of me, sitting in the chair, this like gaunt older man.
Yeah.
He looked like he died in his 90s, or it could have been 80s for all I know, but he looked like a 90-year-old. Like that's what kind of age we're talking. He seemed tall to me. He was sitting in a chair, but like I knew he was tall, like 6 feet tall. He had a black jacket on, like a dress coat, but not with a tie or anything. It seemed like 1900s maybe. It's hard for me to tell. He didn't have any kind of hat or anything. His hair was, he wasn't bald, but his hair was like thin because he was older.
Yeah.
He was just like gaunt and no like facial expression. He was just looking at me and his eyes were sunken, not in a scary way, but like an older person might be. And it's like I saw a shadow cast over his eyes. And Herbert Johnson Museum in Ithaca, New York. I live nowhere near that. But yeah, and I kept hearing this male voice come through, so I feel like it was him. I heard like a child a couple times, but then it was like this male voice came in. It was like, no, like I want to, like I'm here.
Right.
And not like an evil thing, just like I'm here. And then I started to feel, it went away, but I started to feel extremely cold here and here and on my back. And I started to feel it like running down my forearms. And I did smell smoke before. I smelled smoke.
Well, and when you said that, so it was Asha Light Eagle who actually read for me and said that there was a gentleman here that he belongs to me, and I smell his smoke, but it's not cigarette smoke. And I actually have my grandfather's pipe, and I remember him smoking. He smoked cigarettes too, but I remember him smoking a pipe.
Maybe his name was Herbert Johnson, because I heard Johnson and we heard Herbert. Could we see like if there was a Herbert Johnson?
Well, Lisa says there's a Herbert Johnson in New York, Ithaca.
Oh wait, that's what she was saying. Herbert John. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near that. So I don't think I would have picked up Herbert. I mean, he could have been passing by for all I know. But the synchronicities.
Yeah.
I will go back and listen. That was creepy, you guys. That's a little creepy. Like just physically, it felt very creepy.
Issue wants you to locate a Samuel Preston Campbell on the Facebook picture and was wondering if that might be the man you saw. In that picture that you brought up, there was a tall gentleman in the background.
Oh, let's see. I'll recognize him if I see him. Oh, yeah. See that man standing here? Now, guys, I don't know if that's the subconscious or whatever, because I totally was not looking at him. I looked at that little girl, but that guy standing there, that is the type of black jacket that I saw with no tie and like that. But he looks really old. He is dressed exactly like the man that I saw, except of course I can't see his facial expression.
Right.
It looks like him. And what year is that picture from?
Is she? Would you know? I don't remember.
Guys, I got to show you that because look, I can't see his face, but this man that I saw close up, I could see his face. Like if I saw him on the street, I could pick him out. And this guy, this looks extremely similar to what I saw. Yeah, let's just share that again for a second. How big is it? Let me see if I can make it bigger. Let's do it this way. Okay, can you see, you guys? That man standing in the back with the black jacket? That is like what I saw, except he was older and he was sitting in a chair, but dressed exactly the same.
It's crazy.
She was like talking and making some noise, like like, you know, and then I heard like stop, like, it's like he wanted to come through. Yeah.
Well, I stopped pulling cards pretty much because I was so fascinated by what you were saying, and I was trying to ask questions. So what she's referring to, for those of you who don't know, one time when my sons had to go for the weekend to their father's house, I just felt the need to always lock my bedroom door. And so one night I went and I stood in front of my door before I went into my bedroom, and I asked for my protector to watch over me, keep me safe. And
oh, wait, I said Sally, didn't I?
You did say Sally.
Oh my God. That's scary. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And so,
oh my God, I got goosebumps. I'm sorry.
That was incredible.
Oh my God, I think blanky time. I heard Sally.
So Jonathan heard the word Beatrice, so I'm wondering if
Yeah.
that's someone else associated with her. But yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night. I heard a male whisper saying, "I'm on the other side of the door." And I have a friend who's a channel, and I called her, and I'm like, "Who is this person that's in my on the other side of my door?" And she said, "I knew him." I'm like, "What do you mean?" She says, I'm not sure, but he's some sort of a ward or anything. And it took me a couple days to recognize that, oh my God, he must be the one that I asked to watch over me as I slept. And he was there telling me he's on the other side of the door, letting me know he is there.
Oh my goodness. I am going to just crop this picture real quick so we can see it properly.
Yeah.
Let me just the one that we are all looking. I can't believe as I was looking back, because I didn't remember that it was Sally. That's pretty creepy.
Jonathan kept hearing something, kept pulling a devil card.
That is creepy too.
And I have a one of the cards I pulled. What she was hiding. Hang on. She was hiding from somebody. Here. Yeah, well, you can't see me. Anyways, she was hiding from a pack of wolves in this photo, or the card, which I thought was really interesting.
Let's see if I could play with this with some, trying to make it clearer. It's really impossible to make this clearer. I'm not a professional. But this guy, oh wait, that did something. I will show you in a second. Cancel that. Really didn't do. Oh no, it did. It did something. It made it a little clearer. All right, we'll do that. Okay,
Yeah, Jonathan, this is one of my first cards I pulled as well.
I'm going to share this instead. Before we go, I want to share this one.
This was the hiding card. Jonathan thinks she's hiding from somebody here.
Do you see?
Yeah.
Okay, that's that. Like, imagine that man, like 90, sitting in a chair, staring at me. That's what I saw. The same black jacket that was open, no tie. That's what I immediately noticed. There was no tie. He didn't wear it with a tie.
Yeah, I agree with Angie here.
Yeah, maybe. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, this uncovered so many questions.
At one time I asked why does she like it here? And I pulled this card. I'm like, she likes all the magic that's going on. And she likes to go through my stuff because I hear her. But these are all like little magical creatures coming out of that.
Wow. Yeah, maybe like she likes it that like maybe like fairies are near you, fairy energy, and she could see it on her frequency. And you attract fairies, and she likes that.
Right.
What does that say? Can I show that? Ginger would have to send it to me. Yeah, Jada, I agree. I think a lot is going on. I think it was like a lot at once. It was definitely like the man in the jacket. That is the exact outfit of the man that I saw. Looked very gaunt, but looked older.
Right.
Very tall too. Looked like 6 feet. I'm really short, so it's hard for me to, but definitely 6 feet.
Okay. Okay. Oh, hang on.
You have a new picture? We'll show it before we go. Father or principal of the school. I don't know. Headmaster. I don't know. What is that picture of? Is it a school?
Amber Tom, and okay, this is what she wants me to share with you.
Okay. Let's see. Let's pull this up.
He's gaunty looking.
No, that's not the man. I'll show it, but it's not the man 100%. I saw him very clearly. No. This is more like the man. He was clean shaven just like that. Same hairstyle, same outfit, except older. Very tall. But you are showing me this one. Wait, I will show it to everyone though. Wait, which one? Yeah, that one. You see?
Yeah.
Not that man, no.
Okay.
Is that like Herbie or Herbert? Herbie. Herbert.
Not a Herschel.
No, it sounded more like Herbie. Like,
Okay.
which made me kind of like laugh. But it was like Herbie.
Oh, hang on.
Like Herbert, Herbie, something like that.
Oh no, I was trying to think of a nickname they would used to call my grandfather, but I think that was Shorty or something. So he wasn't tall.
Shorty. That's the opposite of what I said.
Right?
Yeah. This guy looked me straight in the eye. If he comes to me later tonight when I'm falling asleep,
You dismiss him.
Be like, sir, you're not allowed in my room.
So
hat goes on. Closed for business. Chakra is closed.
All right, let me see if my little ladybug's still here. She has a message. What are you going to say to everybody? Yeah, there was something scary going on. Jonathan kept picking that up. So something's scaring her. But I know that there's nothing scary in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she does like it here because of all the little fairies and the trees in my backyard. So she must like to play in my backyard. I have so many trees in the backyard.
I feel like Herb or Herbie is like...
This is interesting.
That is interesting. Very stern, and like he doesn't like noise around. So maybe she like plays and makes noise and he's like, stop. Because I heard stop a bunch of times. Like, stop. And maybe you look like her. So he gets like confused or something. I don't know. He's like, your face.
Right.
And
yeah.
But he didn't seem bad. It was like he was just like this. He just likes to sit there, and I didn't see him smoking a pipe, but I smelled smoke. So maybe that's...
It's interesting.
He likes to sit there and smoke a pipe. I don't know.
Wow. So that was amazing for you to do that.
Yeah, that was creepy.
We'll have to try to do a part 2.
We'll have to do a part 2 and see what else comes up. I'm glad we made some headway. There's apparently this guy around you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Herb, Herbie, Herbert, and Mr. Johnson. And and he didn't seem bad at all. I did not get bad. He was just like,
yeah. Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just happened to find catch one of Asha Light Eagle's reading shows, and I just popped in to say hi, and she goes, "Oh, Ginger Fae, you want a reading?" I'm like, "Oh, sure." So she started to do just a regular reading with runes, and all of a sudden she started channeling, and she said there was a gentleman here that belongs to me, and that he I can smell him sometimes. I can smell him sometimes, and I can smell the smoke sometimes. And she's like, it's not a cigarette smoke, it's something else. I'm like, it had to be.
It wasn't cigarette smoke.
Yeah, it had to be the pipe. And she said, there's a little girl here that does not belong to me. And she said that the gentleman was saying that she likes to play in my stuff and then laugh. And I've heard that. And I said, I have heard this. I've heard giggling. I've heard laugh. I've heard a male voice. I've heard her. So, but a lot more interesting stuff besides them. Obviously, that's happened. Some strange mechanical but high-pitched noises used to happen a lot.
I remember you talking.
Yeah, until that lady went through and I had a friend over. We were taking a class on disintegrating the lines that are in homes that block things. Like there might be a money blockage, and they can find that. I'm going to call it ley line because don't remember what she called it. And she said that I had as many lines in my home. Mine's a one-story home, but I have a room above the garage. She said I had so many that normally a two-story home has this many spiritual highways in it. And so that would explain why I hear a lot of interesting things. Yeah.
Interesting. Jonathan says there's two guys I'm feeling. One of them is an old Jewish man. This man that I saw, this is like a claircognizance. He was not Jewish. He was Christian. And he seemed biblical, like he was into, like maybe it like I could see him with a Bible in his hand. Like,
well, this is the Bible Belt, so
he seemed like he was from the Bible Belt. Let's put it that way. It's like a claircognizance. Like I got who he was, like when I saw him.
Yeah. So he might have come over at the cemetery too.
Yeah, he was definitely Christian. And like I could see him like with the, he wasn't holding it, but I it's like a claircognizance, like a King James Bible or something.
Right.
Old Testament, but not Jewish Old Testament. Like
that's funny.
Like something like that.
What did Lisa join? He was one she scared off, Amber. He was the one she scared off.
A pastor, yeah, like something like that. Or yeah, he could have been or like a schoolmaster or a pastor, something like that. But he was very tied into the Bible.
Yeah, people used to make fun. Ginger, don't you know you're moving to the Bible Belt?
This guy was definitely from the Bible.
So at the time I moved here, I only had one tarot deck and a set of runes that a white witch made me. And I was afraid to bring them out and use them.
I can see that. Oh, maybe that's why when you were talking about the crystals, he kept saying, stop.
Stop. Stop.
Stop.
Yeah, I would hear, oh, hi, Lisa. I just approved your membership. Thank you. Yeah, so I would hear I would have crystals in a glass bowl. So the sound of crystals in a glass bowl when they're being moved around. And I would just hear so many things I just couldn't even begin
By
to
the way, yes, that sounds right. It seems like a school something, and he's Christian and has something to do with that, but like not a priest. Yeah.
And one thing Asha did say, the reason why they are here is because they like my energy. Jonathan just touched on that right now.
I like that.
Yeah. So
I had my quartz here. Since we're talking about crystals, this is the one I was using today to tune in. Well, it is time to get going. This has been really fun, super creepy. I'm totally creeped out for the evening.
And I was so fascinated what you were doing. I didn't really pull many cards because it was just, I felt like and they were encouraging me to asking more questions so that you can so it was really interesting.
I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting just to hear stuff. I wasn't expecting to get all that like physical and visual stuff.
Right.
Like when I'm going to sleep, when that happens sometimes. I wasn't expecting that. So that like got me like, whoo, like I got feeling, I got smell, I got sight. And those are the ones that I usually get. I don't really get hearing. So I guess this machine kind of made up for what I can't hear. Wow. So I think that was cool.
Wow. So what's Lisa say?
We'll do that again. So don't forget to subscribe to Ginger Fae's channel if you are there, or go to her channel and subscribe. Of course, subscribe to my channel as well. I would
pretty please. Thank you.
And I'm glad you enjoyed it. We will have to do a part 2.
Definitely.
I hope you all have a wonderful evening and a very happy Samhain to you all.
Absolutely.
Bye.
And if any of you guys have a haunted place you want to investigate,
oh yes, let Ginger know. She does paranormal investigations.
Yeah, so that was fun. So thank you, Amber. I appreciate it.
Wait, we're not